Welcome back.
Wagwan, that's what you saying.
Wagwan.
Don't ever say that again.
What are you saying? Don't ever say that again.
Awkward. Okay. Anyway, how's everyone? How's everything doing? I hope you're all well. We're calm. We're calm.
Are we all vabbing?
Okay. Anyway, despite what this monstrosity is doing here, just we're out here chilling. I was hoping to like get a few guests on like all in one go next week.
Fails.
But we'll see how it goes because one of them is busy, another one's busy. So like, we'll see what the story is, but we'll try to get some, peeps on the show. Hopefully, two of my boys. We'll see how it goes, but one of them definitely will be able. The other one, he won't be able to until I come back from somewhere. So I guess you'll find out in the future.
Out soon.
And but we have lots of content because all we do is chat shit anyway. So we'll have all the content. It's just I like having people on as well because like adds a little extra spice element to it. We have a little guest, change up the flow, change up the dynamic a bit.
Yeah.
And So but today we got just chatting to you. Nicoletta's been trying to get us to do some controversial topics, so I'm not gonna lie. And I hate doing controversy because I'm not a controversial person. I like to relax and I keep my controversial thoughts to myself. No, I'm joking. I'm pretty honest, but I don't want all the kids on the internet to come at me and come for my family either. So
yeah, I suppose you're right. Do you know what? I've just it's not even controversial. There's just stuff. If I come across a TikTok that I'm like, yeah, mildly interesting, or very interesting, or very interesting to me, then I'll like save it and I'll write it down in my notes app and just be like, yeah, we could maybe possibly talk about this. So the thing is, today's episode, it might not be like a run on, make sense type thing. It might just be like random discussions. Do you know what I mean?
And there, essentially, she's telling you to get ready for no consistency in this episode whatsoever. So you've been warned anyway.
I mean, no, we could start off with something and then go into the conversation. But I'm just saying,
there's going to be no consistency in this episode.
Essentially. Okay, so starting off with one of the more controversial topics. Do you know
what? Go on.
Gotta start off on the right foot or left foot, whichever way. Anyways, I'm seeing a lot of Andrew Tate on my FYP.
You understand, like, talking about Andrew Tate is like calm if I don't plan on ever going to Romania, which I do. I plan on literally going to Bucharest, where he has like a bunch of minions that could get me. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, that kid Freaks out here is in the country, we're gonna get him. And the next I'm inside the back of a fucking Romanian van, hearing all these things.
He'll just put you in front of a webcam, man.
And he'll just pimp you out. Knock me out, like dusted. Some Romanian dons. Yeah,
no, listen, I've been seeing a lot of him anyways.
Tate everywhere, yeah. You can't, obviously, Hustlers University. Can't escape Hustlers University. How else are you going to make money?
Yeah, but no, it's interesting seeing, like, people debate him and stuff, and all the kids on his side, and I'm like, whoa, like, this is...
they're more than just kids on his side.
Oh, I'm sure.
Grown-ass men.
I'm sure they are, but, like, I know a lot of the... kids on his stream and stuff, they're very like defensive, like, can you stop with the sarcasm?
Oh yeah, but they're like, you agree with some of the stuff he says though. Some of the stuff he says, like,
whoa, this is questionable. I wouldn't put that out there like that.
No, like Nicoletta agrees with some of the stuff he says, but obviously not the most like outlandish, ludicrous stuff. Like, one thing I will say about Tate is that I don't like Tate. Like, I don't. So okay, this is why I hate talking about this shit. That I like Tate in the sense that I find it funny. Don't fucking cut that shit out of context.
I'm actually going to make it sound like you said I like him.
I like Tate, and that is all nothing.
I love how you're like, day when you're like, it's going to be me. I'm going to make you look like a Tate fan.
I find it funny. Like, I just find the shit he says funny because it's just so outlandish. It's just so crazy, right? Yeah. And I just find it funny to, like, see him debate people and just see all the crazy shit he says. But obviously I don't agree with the stuff where he's like all these other things about like women and stuff like that. But then there are some. The one thing I will give him is that one, he's very good at running that fucking MLM he runs, and two is there if the person he's like discussing with or debating with isn't sensible on like talking points and really good at debating, he's very good at making comebacks to things that puts him in a better light, you know? So like that's one thing he's very good at. Like for example, I can't remember who he was debating or whatever, but I think I was watching with you where I was like, oh, this person made a good point, but the way they left it open allowed Tate to make a better point afterwards, right? And that's just how it is. Like I feel like a lot of people he's talked to, like, you know, whatever he can say. And I think part of the reason why he says outlandish shit anyway is because it promotes him.
Yeah,
like, you
of
know.
course.
And then that's why you have thousands of kids in Sudless University putting all these Tate clips out because they get commission, you know, well they get like 50% whatever or 10% whatever it is from the affiliate link if other people use their affiliate link to sign up to Hustler University, so on and so forth. Subscription $50 a month. Man is making bank, like, so it's kind of crazy. But the thing is, like, I was saying this to Nick recently that Tate is a dangerous situation because yes, there are people like me who find it funny because it's just outlandish and we leave it and we're like, whoa, I would never listen to this guy. But then there are people who are like funny haha, but then they start listening to the funny haha and being like, I think I kind of agree. Then there are people who fully agree. It ends up being quote unquote another controversial thing. It ends up just being Trump again. Democrats didn't take Trump seriously because they're like, who the fuck would vote this meme into the presidency? Well, they didn't take him seriously and they voted the meme into presidency. Yeah. And it's like, if like, yeah, it's all funny up until it's not funny anymore. Yeah. You know?
It starts affecting you personally.
And that's what, I think that's what's happened with Tate. Like, you know, a lot of people, like, at first, like, there was a funny interaction because my brother and I would, like, send his, like, crazy shit that he says to each other, you know? And then one time there was a video, like, allegedly, I'm not too sure. I don't want anyone on my ass, like, whether I don't know if this is true or not, but of him, like screaming at this woman who's inside a room. Like, he clearly is screaming at the woman, but apparently, like, he beat the woman or something, and then she ran away. Then he's like, oh, I'll beat your ass or whatever, you know. And it's like being like, oh, Andrew Tate beats women or whatever. And then my brother is like, all these people and acting surprised in the comment, like as if this nigga wasn't saying the craziest outlandish shit. How are you finding this surprising? I was like, yeah, like obviously, if this was to be true, none of us would find it surprising because we think this nigga's crazy. But you know, like, but there are people who are like, no, Tate's not like that. And they stand Tate. They're crazy for him. So like, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, like, Joe, I agree. Like, I feel like, you know, the whole thing with like the president that you just said, I wouldn't say he's doing anything bad with his MLM thing, you know.
Well, he's like, scamming. The MLMs is just taking.
People are paying. It's not his problem.
MLM, like, separate. If you can find a way to safely separate money from stupid people, I can't give you flack for that.
Exactly, and I wanted to say that as well with Andrew Tate. I feel like this is the best run MLM I've ever like seen. Like, and there's
in
so
our
many.
Generation anyway,
yeah, and like, because I've seen this work very well with women and like the Facebook moms and all that herbal tea.
Yeah, all these things.
There's so many of them. Like, I can't walk in the ILAC center without some woman like running after me trying to sell me something, you know, that kind of thing. So it's like, I've seen so many women do this, but I haven't seen anything before, like for like men, young men, like that type of thing. Yeah, there is guys who sell their ebooks and whatever, but I haven't seen it done like this and to this level. So I'm a little bit impressed.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but it was like some cult that had a massive MLM back in the day. Okay. You know, it's like the Church of Divine Truth or something like that, or whatever. I can't remember what the fuck it was anyway. That was just some massive MLM as well. Anyway, but like, yeah, nah, shit is fucking insane. I don't know, like, Tate's kind of crazy. Like, some things, like, Nick Little agrees with some of the stuff he says. Like, listen to this. Nick Little was like, so Tate was arguing SQC, right? And then XQC, like, he had this, like, ridiculous scenario. It's like, you're walking the park with your girl, and then 10 guys pull up. What do? You protect your woman or do you run away? And then excuse me, like, you run away. Like, you run away.
No, I agree with running away.
And then like, you know, Tate's like, you have to protect her, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, bro, 10 guys is an unwinnable scenario. Like, I'm not fighting 10 guys, which is very true. Yeah. And then Tate's like, okay, because you're too much of a bitch, I'll give you a different scenario. And then it's like you're upstairs with your woman, you're both sleeping. You hear a noise downstairs. She's like, honey, there's someone downstairs, go check. This is a terrible Tate impression, I know, but like it is whatever. It's like, go check. And then it's like, are you checking? And he's like, no, I'm not, because I don't know where this guy is, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, you're a bitch. Like, you know, Tate's like, you're a bitch. And then it's like, you have to protect your woman. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, your man is making valid points, XQC. And Nicola's like, no. Like, you have to go protect your woman. Protect your woman.
I think you should protect your woman, but I don't think you should go down. I think we should both try to get an escape route out the window or something. Like, I don't think you should go down there.
You go check. You go check.
No, I ain't checking. But like, I wouldn't expect you to fight the 10 guys, and I wouldn't expect you to fight someone in our home. Like, just
I don't know if they have a weapon or anything. Like, you know, like I'll ask them, do you have a weapon? If they say no, I'm beating their ass.
Imagine, yeah, because he's gonna be like, no, I don't have a weapon. You can come get me.
No, I need to wait to hear this hesitate. Like, if he pauses and then goes, yeah, I do. I'm like, you're lying, you bitch. I'm gonna beat your ass for that. Or if he's like, yeah, what you gonna do about it? Then I'm like,
yeah.
You keep going, my guy.
One thing that I saw, actually, I don't know if it was him who said it, but I felt like it was on brand because the statement's pretty out there. But there was like some statement that said, men have it easier because women, no, sorry, they don't have it easier. Oh yeah, it was a girl who said this.
Okay.
A girl said, men have it easier because women have to be attractive. And it was like,
that was one of those TikToks, I know.
Yeah.
But then Sneak. So,
just give me your.
Yeah, I know, but I was saying like it was Sneak.
That's irrelevant. These are coming from all TikToks.
Sneak was also another one that's blowing up. But yeah, so it's like men have it easier because because women have to be attractive, you know, if they have to work out and stuff. And then the other guy replied, whatever, but guys have to have money essentially. But from my perspective, man, I don't think anyone has it easy. I think everyone has their own fucking battles they gotta face, you know, as in like women, they have beauty standards they have to face, but men also have beauty standards they have to face. You have to be like fucking looking like, you know, like some roided out super soldier, when then women are expected to be like these beautiful goddesses.
I think her point was that men don't have to be attractive, they just need to have money, and she made it sound that having money is just so easy and just so casual, and I think that's what the point I wanted to get at. Yeah,
no, like obviously, like I was getting to that point, and then it's like you have the whole thing of like men having to have money and stuff, you know, which is obviously such a hard scenario. But also, it's the same thing. Like, beauty is fucking a toss up of a coin. Like, you can be an ugly ass bitch, no offense, like, and like you can be an ugly ass dude. You know, like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but like there's obviously a general objective, like majority of people find this person XYZ good looking, right? And it's hard to be in that scenario. It's hard to be a fucking 7 plus 10 out of 10, you know, 7 plus out of 10 or whatever the fuck. And that's not difficult, but it's also hard to make money. Like, you know, like technically you could say it's genetically harder to fucking be good looking than it is to at least try to make some decent amount of a living. But like, because you know, you could be like, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, so you know, if you really want it bad enough, you can go out there and put it, you know, even though we all have different scenarios.
Molly, that was what a good point.
But no, it's literally just like, obviously money's hard to come by, but it's also hard to be good looking. Both struggles are hard. I think it depends. I think either one is easy depending on your scenario. If you're a good looking person, it's very easy to say being good looking is easy, making money is hard. But if you're rich and you already have money, you're ugly, it's like, oh, I wish I didn't give a fuck about it. I wish it was a money thing. Like, being good looking is hard. Like, it all depends on what side of the fence you're standing on.
But do you think women have a bit more of like a leeway, like as in there's like makeup, cosmetic surgery, there's like a lot of things that are being pushed on like women and beauty standards and stuff, that a lot of them follow through with it, you know? Like, I'm here wearing a full face of makeup, I'm not going to pretend I'm not part of the problem.
Unless you have fake lips. So like,
and I have fake lips. Like, that's 100%. Like, and I will probably get like Botox. I would conform to the standards, right? So then like, you know, girls can get their nails done, like these kind of like beauty enhancing things. So then do women have it easier in terms of like being like, not necessarily like, oh, a 10-10, but it's easier to just look more put together?
Well, I think like if you're talking about base looks and like sexual attraction, women obviously have it easier because men are weak. Like, I've had this conversation with many people, and it's like no one can argue this point with me. Like a girl that is fucking, like, I hate using rating system or whatever, but like a girl that is fucking even 4 out of 10 considered quote unquote not that good, like slight below average, right? Could pretty much go to 10 guys and just say sleep with me, and none of those 10 guys probably will. And like the only time a lot might say no is if they're like weary, like am I about to get like assaulted and robbed?
Is this a prank?
You know, like is there cameras here somewhere? But like, because men are weak, like most guys nowadays will just sleep with any woman that wants to sleep with them, because like guys just don't have that many options in comparison to women. Women are out here choosing, you know, they're choosing which guys they want to be with, while guys are just sitting there in line being like, I hope I'm going to get chosen. You know, it's like wait in line. But the thing is, like, there's very few, like, don't get me wrong, there are very few guys who can also be choosers. But once again, the percentage of dudes who are choosing women is a lot fucking lower. Like pretty much every woman can choose. Yeah. Like it is so rare to be a woman that can't have options, you know? Mm-hmm. Like there's pretty much always going to be a guy that's willing to be with you. Yeah. Whereas for the guys, there are literally dudes I know who have no options whatsoever. They literally don't even have one. Whereas women will at least have one. One is lowballing, let's be honest. At least like 10 dudes, you know, that are willing to get with you. Like, yeah. You know? Yeah. Like, and if you're a girl right now listening to this, you're like, that's not true. I don't think. Really think about it. The guys, even think about the guys that you don't like, that you don't care about, they probably will sleep with you. You're just, you know, you put them in a zone that you don't have any interest in them, so you don't care. But in reality, they will sleep with you.
So then, controversial question, I guess. Do you think that with the like hookup culture becoming more popular, a lot more girls taking part in it, is it making men be more selective, or just more into like sleep with even more women than they would have before?
I'd say the guys are getting gas. Like they're like, damn, last year, it's like last 5 years I got no poon, but this year I got one. Jeez. Hookup culture is amazing.
Okay, so yeah, so it's like a salary increase.
They're like, oh my God. For 5 years straight, it was the Sahara Desert. And now I saw a tree in the desert. Oh my God. It might as well be liquid gold. Yeah. Because God knows how many times you're seeing that. And that's the thing. Like, you know, it's tough out here for the boys, honestly. You know, and especially if you're an ugly ass nigga. Your life is hard. Because, you know, they tell you, and this is also a misconception, they're like, oh, if you have money, you'll get girls. That's a misconception. If you have a fuck ton of money that you can outwardly show, you will get girls. Like, I know guys who have money, but because you can't see they have money, girls don't go for them. But like, if you fucking are out here in your Bugatti,
so I was about to say standing in a Bugatti,
you know, chilling around your Bugatti, obviously there are gonna be bare women after you, bald ass head, ugly ass guy. I'm not coming for you. If you think I'm coming for you, I'm not coming for you. I was just like, you know, it just I'm just like saying things, and I know you know who you are. But like literally, if you don't have outward showing money, they don't know you have money. Yeah. Like unless they even give you the chance to talk to them, that chance, the opportunity to graciously speak words upon them.
I agree, you know? Because there's a lot of instances, and I know this happens a lot in Romania because we broke ass bitches anyway. But like a lot of instances where you have like girls, like group of girls, and they see a nice car, and it's like, yeah, like let's go over there.
Yeah, like, obviously, you know?
Like, so as soon as you're flaunting what you have, you have it so much easier.
Man, the cloud chasers are plenty. Just go to a place, like if you have money, go to a place where cloud chasers are. And if you think you don't get girls and you have money and you're ugly, just go to cloud chasers and they will. It's quid pro quo. You're getting some there or some. You know, it's like, you know, everyone's getting happy there. You know, and like I might sound a bit salty. I'm not. I'm just very like, you know, out here, you know, trying. I was like, fuck it, if niggas gonna throw me to deep and I'm gonna fucking go for it. I'm not, because clearly I'm not looking for other women. Like, I'm in this scenario, and I would like to think that I wouldn't be in a situation where I'm crying every night because people are calling me like a dickhead or something. Like, don't talk to me.
So then on that note, snitch on the mandem or cheat on your gal?
Like, it depends what we're snitching on. It depends. You see, I've seen those videos, but I always have this qualms with those boys. They're not asking what is the extent of what we're snitching on. Is it like a simple snitch? as simple like, oh, like something small. That's not
Yeah,
that
but
deep,
it can't
right?
be small because
Like,
then it's
but
obvious.
if it's like something that's like, oh, my boy's gonna get in deep shit like jail,
Yeah,
or getting
let's go with
fucked.
that.
I'm cheating on my girlfriend. I'm cheating on my girlfriend. I am sorry. I could have children with this woman. I'm cheating on my girlfriend. Are you joking? Like, cheating on my girlfriend is not that deep in comparison to my boy going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, for something.
Oh no, like 100%. I would cheat on my boyfriend to protect one of my girls as well. Like
If it's a deep thing, I'm cheating on my partner. Like I don't know how anyone could be mad at that. It's like, imagine me and Wale have known each other since we were a child, and then Wale's getting in trouble for something. I'm sorry for putting your name out there, but like, let's say he's getting in trouble for something, and then it's like, cheat on Nicoletta. I'm like, yeah, I'm cheating. The fuck? Yeah. Like, like, Nicoletta will never know.
What a respectable man. You are.
I know.
Wait, you said I wouldn't know, because my first thought was like, yeah, I'll discuss it with him anyway.
No,
so
I'm saying like
aware.
at the start you wouldn't know, like, when it happens, and who knows, maybe I could keep it to my grave. But boy, if I couldn't, I tell you, I'm like, yeah, it was either this or Wale goes to jail. I'm sorry, I'm letting Wale not see jail.
Wale, how many saves have you had? Is this guy out here saying you're taking it to his grave?
No, so like, it's one of them things, But yeah, no, like, but if it's something small, I'm just snitching, like.
But like,
but snitches get stitches.
Small?
Though.
What's small?
Like something small, I don't know.
Like what's
like
small?
like let's say his mom or dad was like, you're meant to be in this place, but you weren't, blah de blah. Fuck, it's not that deep. Like,
I have a question.
Right,
like, okay, so they say snitch on your man. Like, if your guy friend cheat on his girl, so you snitching on him, or are you cheating on me?
I guess we're both riding that wave, homie. You and I. Like, how long has he been with the girl?
Guy.
That matters.
3 years. 3
years. I'm risking it for you too, bro. I'm risking it for you too. Like, if it was a few months, like, unless he explicitly told me, like, to be honest, even if he told me, this is my love, my life, I can't, and they've only been dating for 1 month, I'm like, I'm sorry, it's never that deep. You don't even know this woman that much. You don't know that woman that much. But 3 years, that could go somewhere. Like, people get married in 3 years.
So our relationship would go to nothing. But you'd risk.
He could get married.
You'd risk our relationship for their relationship.
No, because I'm not getting caught. Like, I'm not getting caught. Like, I'm doing it for him, but I'm not doing it like an idiot. I'm not like, the idea is that we're both going to continue our good relationship. That's the idea.
Based on lies.
It's fine. All relationships are based on lies.
I like how both of them will be based on lies.
Let's be honest. All relationships are based on lies. All of you know yourselves. There are things you're hiding from your partner from the years. So don't talk to me.
Like what? I ain't hiding anything.
But I'm just saying.
I ain't hiding anything.
Yeah, not us, but like them.
All of a sudden, not us, but them.
But no, essentially, like, the idea is that both of us will have good relationships, That I'm saving his relationship, protecting my relationship. But if I snitch on him, I destroyed his relationship, while keeping in mind, that's very not good friend of me. That's very not homie of me. That's very not homie.
I can't wait.
I can't call myself I can't call someone my brother, but ruin their life. Don't work that way.
I can't wait to see how this goes down on TikTok anyway. That'll be fun, fresh.
Very cute.
Anyways, actually another thing that was on a similar note kind of thing, but it was like, Andrew Tate said this actually.
Of course, Andrew Tate said this.
And this is something I actually kind of agree with him.
Oh, damn.
I know.
Sauce.
Here I said it. He said, a guy who sleeps with your ex-girl is not your friend.
Oh, yeah, no. That was never your homie to begin with.
Yeah.
That was just an op in disguise. That was just an op in disguise, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
You could have known that person for 10 years, but they were just doing fucking, what do they call it? Infiltration. They were undercover for 10 years. That's all they were doing.
Being their comforter,
They were never your friend. They were just an op undercover.
Really?
For 10 years.
But like, what do you do if one of your friends, if like you
because
break
at that
up with
point,
your partner?
At that point, it's not the girl. It's my boy.
Yeah. But that's what I mean.
That's the issue.
What do you do if one of your guys does turn around and gets with your ex?
Yeah, like.
What do you do?
Like now. Yeah, I cut that person out of my life.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And there's one of you that I know you do it too. So, I just cut that person out of my life.
We're calling out so many people today.
I just cut that person out.
Everyone getting chopped.
I cut that person out of my life. Like, I don't need you. Absolutely not. Like, the girl is bad, but the homie's worse because she had no loyalty to me in the first place because, you know, she's a hoe anyway, you know, clearly. But, like, you had all the loyalty to me. You still betrayed me.
Yeah.
God will punish you.
Okay, then how about this? Yeah. Listen.
I hope you marry her, have babies with her, and then after 18 years of supporting those children, then you find out they're not yours. Stupid people.
I think after 18 years, you would show up and, like, you would probably, like, be the side piece for her.
No, I would not want anything to do with that woman.
Really? Would you not want to, like, double down?
I would want nothing to do with either of those disgusting individuals. Imagine my homie and my girl getting really disrespectful.
But then on the same note, then, like, say one of your homies broke up with someone, and then you meet that someone somewhere.
No.
Listen.
I don't
listen.
Like they could literally be my dream girl. They could literally be the apple of my eye. I'm like, if I was with this person, my life would be better. I would be more successful. Everything would be better. Let's go. No. You are with my friend. I'm not touching you.
But you would cheat on me to save your friend.
Because it's my friend. Isn't that
insane.
The whole, like, the fact that I wouldn't get with the girl because it's my friend and I cheat on you because it's my friend shows how much I care about my friend.
Think about your future.
Shows about how much.
Like, let me say right now.
Because not every man for themselves.
Answer this question.
Yeah.
How many guys general, do you know, that, like, say they knew for sure that this girl that their friend just broke up with would provide them with, like, hella money, hella everything, prosperity, everything, and they wouldn't take that opportunity?
No, if you really think that, right? Let me tell you the right way to approach that situation.
Okay.
You go to your friend and be like, hey, yo, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I never want to walk on your toes. I love you, right? But listen, I really like your girl.
Your ex.
No, it wasn't while you guys were together. Don't get that wrong. It was just now some feelings came, like we chat, whatever. And I know you guys had end things in whatever way you ended things. I really like her. Is it okay for me? But listen, before you say anything, if you have any doubt about it, I will not even go there and we'll pretend this never even happened.
Okay.
But I'm just saying to you, man on man, like, I'd be interested if you're willing to let me. And then you just do that. But the thing is, like, if you really, don't give a fuck about your boy, yeah, go do it. Mm-hmm. But you clearly never cared about your boy anyway if you're not willing to give him that respect to at least ask him.
So there is a way there.
There is
a way.
But, like, you know, I still wouldn't even want you to be interested in my girl at all, to be honest, in the first place. Like, you should see her as, like, a sister. Like, she should gross you out. You know, you shouldn't be attracted to her.
But like, if it's,
you know,
like I said, if it's like literally it's been 5 years and you're connecting with this girl at some whatever, and you're really vibing.
Yeah, you know? But then you tell your boy, you still tell your boy. Like, you give him a quick side text. Hey, yo, your girl's here. She's looking kind of fine. Do you mind if I hit it? No, something like that. I don't know. Just say something.
Okay, I respect that because at least there's, like, a way. If something does happen, there's a respectable way to go about it rather than just
don't just hit it and quit it and then be like, damn, I'm sorry, bro. And by hit it and quit, I mean hit it and quit your friend because we're never friends again. Yeah. Get the fuck out my sight.
Damn, that's kind of sad, bro.
No, fuck that.
Do you know what I saw? I saw this, like, quote somewhere on TikTok. Let me not even lie. I saw this. Everything's from TikTok, guy. Everything's from TikTok. Anyways, and it said something like, it was about going 50-50 in a relationship.
Oh, I saw the one you're talking about.
And it was like, I want the woman to be half the man for me while still being all of the woman.
Yeah, but I disagree with that quote because the idea is, like, the true idea of 50-50 is that you're splitting everything, not just the manly stuff, quote, or feminine stuff. One, that's archaic ideology in the first place. So that woman should really be unproud of herself as a feminist. She should really take that out of her bio. But
was it a woman or a man who said that?
It was a woman that said it. She's like, but, and then a guy reacted to it.
Oh, because she was saying, like, how some guys are. They still want you to be 50-50.
They're like, you want to be 50-50 of the man, whereas I'd be 100% of the woman. But, like, that's not how you should look at it. It should be everything's 50-50. Taking care of the child, cooking, cleaning, taking out the trash. Things that would primarily be male, female bullshit that people used to always say.
But
everything is 50-50. So it's 50-50 everyone, not like 50-50 man stuff. Like as in like the money is 50-50, but then I take care of the kids. No, because that's not 50-50.
So my problem with this is I agree with her in that I feel like there are men out here who are fully benefiting of the like everything 50-50, but still expecting the woman to like do cooking, cleaning, taking care of him.
Absolutely agree with
and
you.
all this stuff.
But I'm saying
and
like
that's why I agree with her.
That isn't the true ideology of what 50-50 means. Like, yes, you can say there are lots of people out here doing 50-50 wrong.
Yeah.
But like
that's what we're trying to talk about. I think we're just trying to like shine a light on this kind of like standards.
Yeah, like dudes would be like, yo, let's split this check, but then when you go home it's like, yeah, you do all the cooking.
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly
so like, but like that's not how it should be. It should be.
But let's just talk about it.
Like,
do you know any of these people?
No, like I don't. Like most of my dudes are singles, so there's no 50-50 out here. It's just
actually
them.
That was a pointless question. Do you know of any case in this world?
Yeah, like I assume it happens, like without a doubt. I assume that that's the case, but you shouldn't let that happen. It should be 50-50 everything. Like that's how you should be approaching life. That's how you should be approaching relationships.
I love how you just give the logical answer of this is how it should be, but it's like the whole point is that it isn't. Yeah,
but like there's nothing I can do about it. Isn't just pick better guys. Like I'm not your father. Like go make better decisions for yourself. Like end of story. Like like what more do you want me to do? Like just pick better dudes. Like girls, I think like you should. it's literally that. Like the way I reacted is literally that Boondocks thing with Riley, where it's about like R. Kelly peeing on that girl, and then it's like I see pee, I move. She saw pee, she stayed. At what point does personal accountability come into play? And that's literally it. Like. Be personally accountable of the shitty guys you're dating. Like let's be honest, like this is controversial, but like a lot of women complain about shitty guys, and that's because there's a lot of shitty guys, but like pick better dudes. Like they're like if you pick 10 guys in a row and all of them are shitty, there's one common denominator in that situation. You picked all 10 shitty guys. So maybe just stop picking guys out of that pool and pick guys out of a different pool.
What if they're all from different pools, but they're all ended up being bad?
Well, no, like, because once again, you can pick different pools, but each of them having different problems.
Yeah.
But if you're picking 10 guys and they're all having the same problems, maybe you're going for the wrong type of guy.
True.
But like, it's like girls saying they like one type of guy. They're like, I want a guy who's going to treat me right, do this, do that. But then they go date a dickhead. Like this is annoying me saying these words because this is the same bullshit argument that nice guys use. But the difference is because they're nice guys.
R/nice guys.
R/nice guys. Whereas I'm actually just being logical. It's like, if you're picking a lot of dudes because like, oh yeah, he turns me on because he treats me like shit, he's probably going to treat you like shit. So like you can have guys who are assertive, who have that characteristic, that aren't gonna treat you like shit.
But do you know what it is? Because I think what you said was spot on about like every category is gonna have their problems. Like you're gonna see this guy who's different, but his red flags are gonna be different. It's about like pointing them out, figuring them out, talking about them, and try to like try to like work through it with him if he's willing to. Like you would hope that
assuming as they're not like super red flags, like
obviously
I would like to
not
call
like
them
beating you or something.
I'd call them orange flags.
Okay.
Orange flags, because
yellow orange.
Yeah, because red like a red card means run away. Yellow is like we can kind of work around this.
Okay, yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a kind of like willingness of the both parties to like change or like work through the red flags.
Also, a lot of women be saying, men too, not gonna lie, actually, a lot of people be saying, yo, red card, red flag, for stuff. But you have to really sit back and deep. A lot of the times you guys say red flags aren't actually red flags. You're just projecting. So like actually really deep what a red flag is or not.
Yeah.
Like beating you, red flag.
100%.
Mental manipulation, red flag. But him carrying a backpack is not a red flag. Just saying.
That's just ick.
Yeah. But still,
it's
some people
flag.
be saying that,
It's just an ick.
All
right.
It's like, oh my God, he plays with kids, red flags.
Whoa. Plays with them how? It's two different meanings here. Yeah, look, I don't like. relationships are complicated, man, because like people are a lot of times are unwilling to change, but then
they're unwilling to change. I think the problem in this day and age of dating scene is people are unwilling to change, and people are unwilling to choose people outside of what they want. Like, it's like constantly like, I'm attracted to serial killers, but they keep killing people. Maybe don't go after serial killers. Like, yes, that's an extreme example, but that's how you guys be making it sound, you know?
No,
you be going after the same type of dudes, expecting a different outcome, but still the same outcome, obviously.
Do you know, I think a lot of it is the kind of like, he has done this to 10 girls, but he won't treat me like this because I'm different and I can change him.
Damn. No, I don't think so. I just deeped it. Like, the last, like, 7 minutes of all that shit I'm going to say, I'm going to get flamed for it from the female community, but I really don't care, honestly. Because honestly, like, there's only two things that happens. Either this podcast goes nowhere and no one ever knows and no one cares, or it does go somewhere and someone tries to use it against me, and I'm gonna tell you, up yours, I don't give a fuck, because I say what I want and I mean it. So
hey, at least you're standing your ground.
I stand my ground.
I take it back. I take it back.
You guys can take this quote from me in 10 years and I'll still stand my ground, because I ain't apologizing for shit. I actually mean this.
Yeah. I think, what was the other thing? I think people refuse to see their own red flags, you know?
Oh yeah, everyone
like,
thinks
they're just very
they're the good one in the relationship. Like, I won't even lie, even I do. Like, sometimes I'm like, the fuck, I ain't doing shit. Like, this is how cause a problem. But then when I sit back and reflect, I'm like, okay, maybe this was me, you know? But you have to be willing to do that. But I think people aren't willing to do that because they don't have to. Especially when you're not in relationships often, or either you're in very short stints or you're just hooking up with people. It's hard because you're not used to it. Like, I have to force myself to, like, look back in things, because I'm like, damn, I want to stay with Nicoletta. I can't just run away from this fucking 9-year relationship. So I have to, like, try to be like, okay, was that my fault or not? You know? But, like, for someone who's in short stints relationships, they're like, fuck you. You're the problem. And then they dip. You know, you don't have to actually critically analyze yourself at all, because it's never your fault. It's always their fault, and they're the problem. So let me move on.
And then the loop just continues and continues and continues.
And stuff like that. You never have to, because you're not incentivized to stay with a person, because you're like, I can just get like 100 other dudes or 100 other girls, you know, off Tinder or whatever. So you're not incentivized to be like, oh, I'm going to stay with this person and be with only this person. You're just like, oh, did you just raise your voice a little bit at me? Because I gave out to you? Oh, I'm leaving you. That's abusive. When it's in reality, it's like, wait, why did I give out to you? I didn't even need to give out to you, you know? And I caused you to be emotionally heated, in which you slightly raised your voice at me because you were hurt by what I did. But I'm not going to accept that I did something wrong. It's your fault. Bye-bye. Go fuck you. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Yeah, it is like that. I think one thing that you said, though, there that I'm a bit about was, like, that kind of, like, I'll figure it out if it's my fault or not. Like, sometimes it's just literally... It doesn't have... No blame has to be put on anyone in the relationship. It's just, like,
it could just be miscommunication.
Or even, like... You know, like, I guess girls are a lot more emotional. So, like, say when I'm on my period, sometimes, like, if I'm like a little bit emotional.
Sometimes, she says.
If every month, or when every month I get, like, angry about something.
That literally makes no sense.
On my period.
Every month. Multiple times in the month, not just on her period. But we continue
Anyways, yeah, so, like, if I do or whatever, and maybe it's not directed at you, and then it's, like, I don't know, I communicated something wrong, or like I was like aggressive about something else, and then you get mad, and it's kind of like, well, that made no sense, because neither party should have been in a bad mood, because it was like silly, but like, you know, it's easier.
There was still a cause and effect there. It was you. But okay.
Listen, for me, the cause was that, say, I burned my finger on their sandwich maker, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, Nicoletta got mad at me once because she fucked up the sandwich maker. So I taught her this new thing of, like, in a sandwich maker you can crack eggs, put an egg in the sandwich, you know, and it'll heat up the egg and whatever. She, you know, could do that. But I helped her with the first one, and then when she wanted to do her own, I was busy. And then she fucked it up and it spilled, like, yolk, you know, like egg white on the sides. And she got mad at me because I wasn't there to help her in that specific point in time when I told her I was literally busy. So.
But this is how I handle the situation, because I'm trying to get better myself. He came over and I was like, I'm mad at you because you weren't here to supervise me when I cracked the egg.
When she fucked up, you weren't here to supervise me for fucking up.
But I communicated that in a very like calm, clear way. To be fair to
her, she matured a lot, because back in the day she would have just been screaming and being mad because she fucked up and blamed it on me because I wasn't there to supervise her like an adult. Okay, but
yeah,
she did handle the situation much better as an adult now.
Yeah, so. I think it's just like getting it out of the system as to like, hey, I'm letting you know I'm a little bit like phased here by something that I did, but I'm blaming you for it, and I'm just letting you know. But then as soon as I said that and stuff, I was able to just move along because you understood what the problem was and you helped me clean up, and I was like, this is great. Yeah,
exactly. So like, you know, out here, these are just the things you just gotta do to be in a happy relationship, you know. Getting blamed for things that are literally not your fault and be like, I'm sorry, it's okay, let's move on past this.
No, because I'll give you an example of a time that Farouk got really pissy. So
for nothing.
Listen,
really?
yes.
Oh damn. Okay. I'd love to hear this one too.
So we were in Portugal, I guess, you know, things were maybe a little bit sticky, hot, whatever. I don't know what it was. But he couldn't find his pick. And he was like...
I wasn't mad. Nah, that's a bullshit story. No, listen. I wasn't mad.
Listen. I wasn't mad with the thing either. Yeah. He couldn't find his pick. He put it in his bag. And he's like, where's my pick? And then I'm like, oh, I haven't seen your pick. I haven't touched it. He's like, no, you have, because I put it in my bag right here. And I know where to find it every time. And it's not here.
Every time I did find the exact same location, I will have you know.
Anyways, so I go over to his bag, search around, and I pick up his pick. And I'm like, here's your pick. And he's like, oh, okay, it was there all along. Fine.
Well, once again, so she didn't explain the full story. She just trying to make me look like a bastard.
No, because then I was like, oh, so you got mad at me. You threw a little tantrum at me.
It wasn't even a tantrum.
And then you said, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did say I was sorry, but it wasn't a tantrum. I was literally in a situation where I was like, Nicoletta has been using my pick as well after me, right, for her hair. And every time I use my pick, my hoodie's in the backpack, I put my pick on the hoodie, and then she takes it and she puts it like somewhere else. You were putting it somewhere else instead of putting it back in the backpack. And then I looked in the backpack, it wasn't there. And then I was like, oh, she probably put it back where she always puts it, on the like shelf thing, okay? I go there, it's not there. I'm like, where the fuck's this pick? I go back to my backpack and I take my hoodie out and I look around and I still didn't find the pick, right? And I was like, wait, where the fuck is this pick? Did she keep it somewhere else? And we were kind of beefing a little bit at this point in time. So that's what adds to it, right? We're like, we were already like in a mood with each other. And then I go, Nicoletta.
We weren't.
No, we were.
We actually were.
No, we were.
Maybe on your side.
Yeah. And then I was like, yo, Nicoletta, where's my pick? Because I always put it back in my backpack, but it's not there. So where's my pick? And she's like, I don't have your pick. And I haven't used it because I haven't washed my hair this morning. And I was like, okay, but did you use it yesterday? And where'd you put it? And then she's like, yeah, I put it back on the thing, and you took it.
That was a part of the conversation.
Whatever. And then I was like, whatever, find it, blah, blah. I was like,
it wasn't like this.
And then I was upset because I was like, I always put my shit back where I left it.
There's a bit of a raised voice.
Blah, you know, like, and I don't like when you, like, don't put it back. And then she goes searching my backpack. I think it was like in between the hoodie, not like on, like, whatever. And then she's like, oh, here's your pick. And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm sorry for getting mad at you because it actually wasn't there. Yeah. You know?
But this is the point of explaining that you just said you got mad at me, right? Through a little bit of a hissy fit, because you were going to find your pick. But the problem was that you got mad after I said, I haven't touched your pick. You know what I mean? Like, there was just no reason after I told you.
Why are you lying? You're a dirty liar. Why are you lying straight to my face? Clearly, because there have been times that Nicoletta would say that, and she did, and then I find it like whatever.
I don't lie to you. I really don't.
No, as in like whether you forget or not, like, you know. And but to me, like whether you forgot or not, it's still lying to my face because you did.
So the thing, truth of the matter is that a lot of small fights are gonna happen, and it's a lot easier to fix when at least one of the people in the argument is like level-headed and not in a bad mood, obviously, to help calm down the other, because like if they're both up high, tensions are high, go to your room, just go back to your room, and the other person just give some space if tensions are high all around. Then otherwise, you know, and this is some
relationship from people who have been together for 9 years. But like that really means nothing because like we could break up tomorrow and then we come out with a statement like, hey guys, as you know, Nicolette and I have been together for a long time. We really love each other, but we decided to go our separate ways. Blah blah blah.
With the whole formality,
you know.
But we're gonna keep the podcast going.
But we continue.
Somehow, some way.
You know, that is one thing we did say though, that even if we break up. Depending on what the breakup is.
The verbal contract.
Like, it really depends on how bad the breakup is, let's be honest. And also, I really don't really trust Nicoletta. I don't, like, in the sense, as in, like, she says she would be calm and level-headed with me and do a podcast even if we break up. But Nicoletta is kind of like, you know, like, she's like, as long as the breakup isn't bad, but, like, I could just break up with her being like, I don't really want to be with you, I want to be with someone else. And that is a bad breakup to her. So, you know, like, she says she'll be calm now. But, like, in reality, is she going to be calm? I don't know. Nicole's kind of cuckoo. Find out. Yeah, you see? Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Very crazy. So, like, I don't know realistically how, you know. And then I can really hear my mom and my dad my mom being like, why are you cussing yourself? You're speaking these things into existence. I'm not speaking it. I'm just saying hypotheticals. Please, leave me alone.
I know she's listening right now, like, giving you a call.
It is what it is. I hope you have good relationships or good hookups, whatever the fuck you want. I hope you don't listen to Andrew Tate seriously. But, like, please, for all things that is good in the world.
There's different sources out there.
You know, like, and Hustler University is really never that worth it. I've never paid for it, so I couldn't. I could be wrong, but that's probably not that worth it. Like, you can. Information is free on the internet, please. You don't have to pay for a course. And I don't know what else you want to add to this before we close off for the day there.
Till next time.
Peace.